Hi guys, my name is Jessica and welcome to Jessica's Crazy Food. Okay, today what we're going to be doing is make your own ricotta cheese. Okay, ricotta cheese is basically a cheese that you can top with your bread, with any crackers, and also something that I would want to use it for lasagna. Sounds yummy, right? But yeah, right now because I'm gonna be doing lasagna this coming in 2 more days time. But I really need a ricotta cheese, and when I go to the supermarket in my country, it's actually really costly. So and you know, it's not really easy to find. So when desperate times calls desperate measure, right? So let's get started on how to make ricotta cheese. It's simply easy, alright? So let's get started with the ingredients. Okay, so in my in my pan, I have full cream milk inside, and soon I'm gonna be using my sour cream, my leftover sour cream. Whipped cream, heavy cream, or whatever you call it. It's yeah. So I'm just gonna pour this in here, but I think we shouldn't be putting too much of the cream inside because later the cheese won't be forming, if you understand what I mean. But never mind, you will see it in a few seconds. So let's start by heating up the pan. Before you heat up the pan, before you heat up the fire here, I think the milk is inside, and we're going to put the sour cream a little, like 2 to 3 tablespoons, and heat up the gas. So I'm just going to put my camera here so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Alright, now let's get started. Okay, so I have full cream milk in the pot, and then I'm gonna put maybe a few drops of cream inside. So maybe like 3 tablespoons will be fine. Okay, after you have done that, just turn off the heat. Okay, actually it's supposed to be a low heat, low fire. So but right now I'm going to speed up the process a bit, so I'm going to turn it to a medium high heat. And what's actually going to be doing is actually that you are actually making the milk to make it hot, okay, and to be approximately like because I'm using a very little milk here, so I'm not going to need a lot of time to heat up and make this to be a simmer. So for me, maybe it will take maybe 10 minutes. For you all, maybe it will be 15 minutes. If you want to have a lot of cheese, ricotta cheese, then yes, you will put a lot of milk inside. But because of I didn't want to have so much cheese, so I'm going to use a little bit and just show you what actually what you're supposed to do to make your own ricotta cheese. And this is very easy. So like I said, I put milk inside, full cream, okay, full cream milk, okay, and then you put your cream, which is your whipped cream, any kind of whipped cream, okay. And then how you want to know whether it's getting to a simmer, you don't want it to be really boiling. So how to see it's like that? You see the bubbles coming out in the middle, in the sides there. So what you're going to do right now is you take your spatula and just stir it gently, just gently, okay, so that it doesn't scorch to the bottom of it doesn't burn, your milk don't burn, okay. Just like this. Alright, and you can actually add a bit of salt here. Add a bit of salt, just a pinch, tiny bit of salt. Just put it inside there. Okay, you see it's getting to a It's simmering, right? It's simmering. Just stir it a bit gently. It's actually yellow color over here, but in the camera it's white. Alright, anyway. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, it'll probably take like 10 to for a simmer. You don't want it to boil, okay? As soon as you see it simmers, that means that you are ready to add your special ingredients. Alright, so you're going to take it off from the heat. Take it off from the heat. Alright. Feel it with your hand. Okay, it's warm, it's hot. Alright, and then you put your special ingredient, which is the vinegar. Okay. So that's my vinegar actually over there. So I'm just going to place it here because I have to measure this. Okay, so just maybe put a little bit for now. Maybe like a teaspoon. Okay. Okay, teaspoon. Ingredients are there. And another teaspoon. Carefully drop it inside. Alright. And then another maybe 1 more teaspoon. Maybe half a teaspoon, and drop it inside there. Alright? Now, you will see what everyone's been waiting for, which is the chemical reaction that, you know, everyone wants to see, which I also want to see. So let's go ahead and see it. Now, sorry, just let me settle down with the camera and, alright. Now let's go ahead and see the one that I've been waiting for. Okay, if you can see it, I'm not sure if you can see it, but in my, over here, I can see lumps. Can you see that? Can you see the lumps? Oh, great. Okay, it's not coming up yet. Just let it for a while more. You can see it. It's forming into your ricotta cheese, right? Yeah, it is forming up to your ricotta cheese. Okay, I did it. Right. If you really want it to be much more firmer and make it really like your ricotta cheese, you see, it's coming up like a lump here. See? Can't you see that? Oh, it's so amazing, isn't it? Alright. So now just let it like rest for without touching it for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and see the reaction. The more it will form up by itself, so don't worry about that. If this part doesn't work out for you, maybe you can add more of maybe your lemon juice or your vinegar. For me, I use white vinegar because, well, vinegar tastes much better than lemon, I guess. So I don't want to have so much lemon in my, you know, in my cheese. So yeah, that's why I use white vinegar. Okay, so we're gonna come back in another 10 more minutes time, and you'll see what I'm saying. I mean, sorry about my English. Okay, so yeah, we'll be back soon. Okay, welcome back, guys. So right now you see my, look at your cheese. Look how gorgeous that is with the lumps there. So right now we are going to be scooping up one by one out of the pot to a strainer. Okay. Alright, so right now I'm here with with our cheese that we just made in the pan. Sorry, let me just zoom out a bit. Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna scoop this out and put it in the strainer. I have like a strainer here with another, I don't call this thing here. So yeah, I'm just gonna strain it. I'm not gonna use the milk anymore. So if you want to strain, you can put a bowl under the green color bowl, just to make to use the milk for something else. But I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna show you our cheese. All right. So now let's get started. So in my scoop, just gonna scoop it up. Scoop it up. Yup, there it goes. Look how nice is that. And then you just put it in here, in the strainer. Yeah, just put it there. Actually, you can also just, what do you call that? Pour everything if you want, but I'm not going to do that because I want the big chunks of cheese that I can get. Yeah. Just put it there. Okay, if you want it, if okay, just to make it things easier and faster, I'm just gonna pour everything inside. So you can see. Yep, all the lumps are going in. Ooh. Okay. Those two lumps inside, you can actually use them too. So let's see. The strainer. It's still liquidy, and yeah, I mean, you will see the cheese soon enough. Don't worry about that. So just bear this in mind, okay? If you strain it longer, the firmer the cheese will get. And if you stream it maybe like 3 minutes or so, then you will get a creamier cheese, ricotta cheese. But if you really want it to be firm, hard cheese, then yes, you can maybe strain it for, I don't know, 20 minutes to make all the liquid gone. For me, I would like it to be a bit creamy, a bit not so solid. So maybe like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, I'll be back and we'll check on the cheese. So stay tuned. Hi guys, so right now that the ricotta cheese has been dissolved, let's see how it is, okay? See that? Right now it's already dissolved, so it's a bit, if you want it to be much more concentrated, I mean firmer, then you have to sit for like another maybe 10 minutes or so. But for now, it looks okay for me because I want it to be creamy, like I said before. So, if you have like that kind of like the cheesecloth that everyone's been using, you can always use it. Because I don't have a cheesecloth, so I use strainer, which is this, right? So I don't really need to buy. But if you have a cheesecloth, that would be great. You just put the cheesecloth on the strainer here, and then the cheesecloth on top. All right. So if you like my video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up like, and also I'll be making my lasagna. I've been making lasagnas for 1 year before, so this time it might be better, I guess. But then the lasagna that I made last year was totally great and damn delicious. So I'm doing a bit different this year because some of my friends can't eat beef, so I'm using chicken instead of beef. So I'm going to be using my ricotta, the one that I made, together with chicken instead of beef. So but of course, if you like beef, you can always replace the chicken that I use. Instead of chicken, you can use beef. It doesn't matter as long as it tastes great, right? And I forgot to tell you that this cheese that we make, oh, I can tell you, you don't need to eat it. You can just smell, and it's already delicious. It's like I can't even imagine how it tastes like. Okay, so I'm gonna use my ricotta cheese that I make together with my lasagna. So wait for my video and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you, and see you next time. Hi guys. Alright, in case you didn't see how my ricotta cheese turns out just now, let's see. I did it again, and now you can see after I put it in the refrigerator for approximately 5 5 to 6 or 10 minutes around there, and let's see how it turns out to be. Ta-da! My ricotta cheese. See how lovely that is. But if you want it to be much more, like I said earlier, if you want it to be much more firm, you have to strain it longer, maybe for another 2 or 3 minutes more longer than me. I take around not even 5 minutes, less than that. So that is how it will turn out to be, and you can use it on your favorite pastry or anything. But for me, it will be my lasagna. So stay tuned for that. Bye. See you next time.